Hi, Gemini rising and Gemini sun signs. I'm Kat, and today we're going to do an astrological snapshot from today, January 23rd, through February 11th. So that's going to span through the time of the full moon to the time of the new moon that we are going to be having in February. So we are going to take a look at a couple of the different astrological influences that are happening through this span of time. And then I also drew your sun sign and ascendant sign a set of 10 cards so we can take a look at some of the energies that have happened in the past, current energies, future energies, and the ultimate outcome. So first off, let's talk about what's going on today, astrologically speaking. So we have Saturn and the Sun in conjunction. Now this happens once every year, but it doesn't always happen in the same area of your chart. So as a Gemini rising sign, the Sun and Saturn are having a conjunction in your ninth house. And so this is a house that references higher levels of education, as well as long distance travel, big business, and ultimately your search in life, either a spiritual search or your search for your value of your own being and becoming, and what you search for in life on a grander, bigger scale. Having this happen in this area of your chart means that there is some kind of up leveling that is happening in these areas of your life. So you may have a business that is undergoing some kind of new light by way of responsibility, because Saturn is a planet of responsibility and it's making us respond to ourself and what is important in that situation. And because it is business, it's like, what needs to be done? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to take care of what needs to be done. I'm going to make sure everything that is necessary is done in a practical, efficient manner. Now, the other energy that we are looking at, or that I'm looking at with you today, is the energy of Venus and Pluto. Now, Venus is our planet of relationship, our senses, and how we experience the world in a sensory aspect of our lives. And Pluto is a very expansive planet. And these two planets are moving into conjunction in the area of your 8th house, which is the house of your partner's money. It's also the house of loans and other people's money. So it could be inheritances as well. It's also the house of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and taboo subjects and things that are hidden beyond the veil. So Pluto and Venus together can actually be a very beneficial aspect and conjunction in this area of your chart, because Pluto rules the 8th house because it governs Scorpio. And so you actually could see some kind of financial gift come through, or you could be able to take care of some kind of debt or loan that's been kind of hovering over your head for a while. So it appears, good things happening right now astrologically in your life that are influencing your life. So let's take a look at what's going on with the tarot. The first three cards that I pulled for you are the most recent past, and the most recent past energies that we had were the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, and the Sun. So we have the Hierophant, which is a card that's all about business contracts, as well as societal contracts. And so it could be referencing your business situation that's going on, and it also could be referencing marriage and marriage contracts and relationships. The second card being the Four of Swords, there's some contemplation going on, some long question that you've been turning over in your mind that's not just possibly your own, it's also influenced by other people, and how other people will be affected by your decisions. But the third card that you had in the most recent past is the Sun, which is actually the most beneficial card of the deck. So there's something that's been happening and turning over in the past or most recent past that's been an awakening and a realization that, possibly you are more capable and there's more out there in there for you in the world than you even knew was possible. And this has created some kind of opening and change to you and your being, and some kind of growth for you, which has been really awesome in a delightful way. Now, as far as the current energies that are going on, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a card of emotional openness and new beginnings. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card about like happily ever after and getting, like, attaining a level of material security and stability. And the third card, which is the Eight of Wands, which means that things are, it feels like things are up in the air. Like you have this vulnerability that's going on in the situation right now that's ultimately, it could change a lot for you. And it could change a lot by way of like your home life and also your career life and like what you do on the daily. Now, you may have gotten to a level of like material security and satisfaction with where you are in your life, and yet it's important to remember that it's not endlessly stable, right? Like there are always changes and shifts and things that come in that are up in the air. And it's important when you create that stability to not be distracted into doing, what other people want you to do. And Eight of Wands, if you consider one wand is like one staff, it's solid will moving in one direction. When you have eight, it's like a lot of things are up in the air, and you can't, with things being up in the air, you can't really make a sound decision until things land a bit. So there are some things that need to land before you really make your decision as far as what direction to go with that long question that popped up in the past. Now, as far as the future that's coming up, we have the Knight of Wands, which is a card of action. We have the Moon, which is a major arcana, and we have the Five of Cups. Now, there's some situation that is coming up and that is happening in the most upcoming future that is going to call you to act. It's going to be an impetus for you to like put fire under your butt and go, go, go. You can't just sit and let things happen. It's a situation that calls for action, quite literally. The Moon card is telling you that, if there's a situation that you feel lost, to remember that it's always darkest before the dawn, that with it just a little bit of time, more information will come in and things will be revealed, but there is some kind of illusion that is going to be revealed in time, and only, by working through it and allowing that time to pass will you be able to actually see clearly and move forward. Now, in that situation, there could likely be some losses, but how do you want to look at that? Do you want to lose yourself within those losses, or do you want to realize that what isn't working wasn't meant to work out, and there is still two cups behind you and two things that can nurture you if you just turn around and acknowledge them. So there is more in life to renew you if you just take your attention away from what isn't working or where the loss is in your life. So the ultimate outcome of everything that's happening in these like coming weeks that are we're all moving through right now for you is the Hermit card. And this is another major arcana. This is a card of, analyzing situations, and also a card of healing ourselves. The Hermit made a journey up the mountain, and through the journey, saw a lot in himself and also went through a lot of different experiences. And in going through that journey, he was able to hold a light out to other people and guide other people along the path. And so there is some greater learning that you're going through in all of this. And it's important for you to not be too self-critical and too hard on yourself, but to instead use your intention and use your energy to heal yourself and to nurture yourself, because ultimately it's through that that we can also guide other people through example. So I send my heart out to you, Gemini rising. And if you have any other questions or would like to reach out to me, please feel free to do so at rootsofalchemy@gmail.com. I will see you soon. If you visit me for the Daily Tarot, if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me and we can set some time up for that. Or if you'd like to look at your personal natal chart, because of course that's going to be influenced differently than this general overall reading that I'm giving for aspects. I send you so much love and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.